judges table, representing the 314 in St. Louis and the 816 in Kansas City. Here's your hosts, Slick 50 and Polo J.
I had to take it off. I had to just cut the music off, man. What the hell is you doing? What is that sheepskin you got on, man?
I'm over here gigging.
My nigga over here got sheep ass on right now. What?
Oh, shit.
Oh. God. Boy, you done wrestled a cow and stole his skin. What are you doing, boy?
Hey, man. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to start getting on this ranch life.
I see. That's what it looked like you was doing. I tell him to the mountains, goddamn.
Hey, man, don't talk about my Sherpa sweater. Don't do that.
Sherpa?
It's cold outside.
It's called Sherpa?
It's cold.
Okay.
It's a Sherpa.
Sherpa. I got you.
Yeah.
Sheep and what else?
It's straight wool.
Oh, okay.
And leather. Wool and leather.
Okay. My man proud of his sheep. I hear that. Made it itself out the backyard of Kansas City. right next to the barbecue pot over the flame.
Bruh, I ain't got no cotton gin. I ain't got no Jenny. I ain't got none of that. I need one of those.
What, a cotton gin? What is you talking? Man, go on somewhere. That would look so bad. You in the backyard talking about starting up a cotton business. What the? No black man on earth wants to be known to that. Even if they did invest in it, they not going to tell nobody that. No. I invest in cotton. Ain't no black dude for to say those stuff like that, bro.
There's a fat ass possum looking at me right now.
Better leave him alone, bro. Better leave him alone. Man, let's go. Man, what's going on, everybody, man? This your boy Slick 50, man, one half of the judges table.
You breaking up?
I'm breaking up. That's
Is
you.
that me?
Yeah, they gotta be you, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I was interrupted by Polo the Don. I am one half of the judges table for all of those who are watching that are new. And this is my other host. We don't have co-hosts. We got the other host right here. You know what I'm saying? Polo.
Yeah.
And if you're new, like I said, hit that like button. New or not, hit that like button. But if you're new, hit that subscribe button as well. Man, we got
that motherfucking button. Hit
right. Hey, man, we got a plethora of news, boy. A whole lot of news.
You want to talk about
which one?
How there's some people out here. I ain't gonna say no names because that's not what I do. I like to keep things discreet. You know what I mean?
Mm.
People out here calling, making assumptions about themselves, pretending not to be them who they are. But I ain't gonna say no names. It's a prevalent world champion who's out here calling into people's shows, pretending to be somebody else.
Yeah. I ain't saying no names on that neither, because obviously they wanted to keep that what they was. But to that person, you didn't fool nobody.
Like nigga,
you didn't fool nobody. But
like
I get it.
But
even though it was somebody else, he did make some interesting points. No,
no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Tried to cover his own ass.
well, it's something. In some things, in some aspects of it, if you look at it from, I guess, their point of view, you could be like, but at the same time, you can come back with something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what about this though? Like, you know what I mean? It's like a never ended thing.
The what about isms?
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like, nevertheless, I don't even want to talk because I don't even want to say, because without saying the name, it don't make no sense to the viewer. So when y'all catch on, say it in the comments if you know who we talking about. If not, then we ain't gonna continue it. But what I'm gonna start off with, boy, I had so many people on the damn thumbnail. Shout out to Liam Smith for winning that fight. I will say that. All right. Now this is where boxing takes a turn and just trips me the heck out. Where we forget, like, we for me, it's like people miraculously forget parts or things that happen in the ring on a constant basis until it happens to them. When it happens to them, it's like, oh no, he cheated. So if you ain't caught the news, Polo.
Oh, you talking about the miraculous elbow?
Right. Are you serious, bruh? I saw a follow through. You can go watch the video.
So you saying that this motherfucker is Sergeant Slaughter now?
Right. He's saying like dude just brutally came up to him and was like, you know what I'm saying? Like just give him a quick. No, you got hit with a punch first.
Yeah.
And it was, and then you in close quarters. You in the corner. So you know how that can go. He followed straight through with it. You may caught a piece, but your knees buckle way for the follow through. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not saying it wasn't an elbow. It was an elbow, blase, blase. But I will tell you this, it was a punch first. I can tell you countless times, boxers getting hit with elbows, headbutts, even your shoulder in the clinch. Goddamn me, over swinging on purpose to pull the person's head down and hit him with an uppercut.
Mr. Earl Spence.
He ain't the only one, man. I mean, but like Tyson Fury with the infamous overhook and he pulls you forward just to get you to nudge forward. You get what I'm saying?
To initiate the clinch.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, it will be considered illegal, but if it's up to the ref's discretion, I would believe, because if it's what's the word? All in motion. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't look intentional. It's just all in the motion. You know what I mean? So and they're trying to take this to the board or whatever to get it overturned. But when in the history of boxing, anything gets overturned? Like that's a waste of time. And on top of that, here's my thing. If you really feel that way, exercise the rematch.
Is he gonna do that?
He said he's gonna take time out and think about it. Why you gotta think about it if you felt cheated?
It's shit to think about.
That probably be automatic on the phone the next day. Yo, line it up. You know what I mean?
All it looked like to me is grown ass man crying because he lost.
Well, it looked to me, and I'm a fan of him, but what looks like to me, he was just trying to emulate Roy too much. There's only one you. You know what I'm saying? And in that particular fight, and I've seen him emulate Roy, but in that particular fight, his confidence was like, look, people don't understand. Confidence, there's a thin line between confidence and being obnoxious. Okay? Low self-esteem, confidence, obnoxious. All right? Straight up, bro. And he came in there like hand down like Roy do, rocking the arm, and just really thought he was in the spirit of Roy or something. And no, you don't have that same speed as Roy. You don't have that, you know what I'm saying? Say the word, je ne sais quoi. Did I say it right? Yeah, you don't have that. That's Roy. And I get Roy wants to teach that, but it's just like you see after Mayweather retired, everybody wanted to emulate Mayweather Philly Shell. It don't work for everybody. That worked for that person. It's cool to take tidbits, add to your arsenal, and adding it, but you're adding it to your arsenal, your style. But when you trying to emulate a whole thing, bruh, it's the reason why we ain't got another Michael Jordan. It's the reason why we ain't got another Magic Johnson. It's the reason why we got these. It was them. It was who they were. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That's the difference. You know what I mean? For me. What's your take on it, man?
It seems like to me, brother needs to stop crying and take his L like a man.
Yeah. I would say the same. I would say, back up. Maybe like say take a breather. Actually look at it, bro. And don't just look at it like a standpoint of you've been cheated. Look at it as a standpoint, what did I do wrong? Even if it was an elbow, why wasn't your hands up? Right? Your hands was here, but you was folded over. You should have been, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like a defensive error.
So it's like, look at it that. I hate for boxers to do that. Now, I've seen where people have been cheated. And guess what? The people who have been cheated did never even say they was cheated. They just kept on moving.
I mean, but there's been some pretty blatant cheat job.
Oh my God. For us outside the ring and inside the ring.
Like all these fake injuries that's coming up just so motherfuckers ain't got to fight.
And we could talk about that, man. Man, I think people broke. That's what I think. Money stretched thin. And I said it, and I saw somewhere else, somebody else said it. I think Bernard Hopkins said it. And I said that the last two shows? I really believe it's money, bro. When you got a roster that thick, bro, it's like this. Think about it. And you know, the rest of the sports world better than me, fam. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When you got a roster of superstars, right? Everybody wants to get paid.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have a cap, right?
Right.
So then we got to make adjustments. People need to get traded. People need to go. We got to make
or
room to
restructure
get
contract.
Right? So therefore, like if an NBA team, what makes you think if an NBA team cannot afford to have all players making 90 million, 110 million, 150 million, that this man is going to be on a regular be able to pay these boxers. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? All year. If you go look at PBC's roster, you see how many fighters he got on that roster? You can't fight them every day. You got to have space in between the bill fights. You got to have all this. You got to pay for venues. You got to do this, that, and the third. And I'm not saying Al pays. He's not a promoter. You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, you got to build this stuff up. You can't just throw stuff out there, right? Now, I will grab something out the air, so to speak. I feel like you should just start throwing stuff out there. Start a new era of boxing. Start that transition of MMA style. Hey, right now, homie, be real with them. You're not pay-per-view, but you are the Saturday night dude that's gonna be on free TV. On
what
Showtime.
Are you talking about? I'm a star.
Right. You get what I'm saying though, but you gotta be real with them, right? It's just like NBA football. Hey, you a good running back, but you second string, bro. You gonna have your chance. Just keep going at it. You gonna get better.
This guy gives us a better opportunity to win.
There you go. So like,
but that's the problem.
I think it's money, man. I think
that's
it's money.
The problem with PBC. The problem with PBC is the fact that it's a gift and a curse at the same time. The fact that these boxers have their own promotional companies, which means that the pie is being split too many different ways instead of these guys actually being
got that sound effect no more
to PBC. None of these guys are actually signed to PBC.
No. That's TGB and their company. Whatever. It's like you say, probably be joint venture. And to be fair, we don't know the whole structure of how it goes. We just know how it looks. You know what I'm saying? We do know little tidbits, but like in the inside, but we don't know the whole structure. But at the end of the day, I feel exactly what you're saying. It's too many hands in the pot. That's what Pusha T. You sign to a nigga that signed to another nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Then he signed to a nigga. That's all bad luck. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, it's just too many people over there. It's too much money. And it's sad to say that in a sport of boxing, it's no room for. Nobody wants to hear there's not enough money. Nobody wants to hear I can't fight right now because I'm not getting paid. Because that it's sad that it doesn't necessarily kill the promotion company. It kills the boxer. So instead of saying these things, more times than often, because sometimes it is a real injury, but sometimes they'll do it. It's just like football. Put them on the injury reserve. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Put them out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get them together. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So that's what I be thinking going on, and a lot of people don't understand that. And shout out to RC for pointing out the roster too. Like these dudes got everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of crazy how many dudes they got, and now it makes sense why they are loaning some of these guys out so they can make some money.
But I'm about to say something that's probably going to be a little bit controversial. People admire the stars of PBC, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But if I had to rank it on a totem pole in a pecking order,
I
would have to say that PBC is at the bottom of the list, far as company wise, far as promoting and getting their fighters out there. Bob may not get you rich.
Now, how are you?
But he's gonna have you on TV.
Hold on. Before we keep going, how are you looking at? Are you looking at worldwide? Just so I can stay on page with you. Are you looking at worldwide or America wide?
When it comes to worldwide,
no, I'm asking for what you going for now. Was you just talking about the American companies, or were you talking about UK?
I was including. I was going to include the zone also.
Oh, okay.
I would say that it's top ranked the zone, then PBC. PBC is at the bottom of the barrel. They just have names. Like it's like do you remember the 2002 Lakers?
Yeah.
When they had Shaq, Kobe, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, all this.
Nice still though. They were still nice.
But it was just a bunch of names.
It was a lot of names. Just like Washington Redskins when they had all them.
Yeah. Just a bunch of names.
And not to say just a bunch of they stars in their own right, but they're starting to look like just names because you're getting a lot of talk just from a bunch of them, bro. All right. And that's what it looks like. And like I say, I ain't just taking over people, man. But if ain't enough money, the only thing you got out there to keep yourself relevant is talk. You know what I'm saying? And hope for that day to come. But at the same time, there is some though. There is some that just talking and can't fight. You know what I'm saying? So you know, because somebody mad that. Hold on. Let me say this. Because somebody mad that Tim Tszyu fighting Harrison. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at that. But hey, I mean, it is what it is.
World still turns.
Right. Right.
But see, the problem, one of the major issues I see with PBC is too much power. They have way too much power, too much hand. They have too much. When you have
hand
these sanctioning bodies in your pocket.
Okay. You talking about for is that? Okay. Well, I think a bit of everybody has that. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish though.
It's just no, because even if Bob says no, he's not going to fight him. He's not going to fight him. But he is going to fight him. There's still a plan. There's a plan. There's always a plan. Yeah. Even with Eddie, no, I don't see that in his future. But this, and this is coming down the pike for him.
Right.
I can't say that for PBC. I can't say that. That's why a lot of PBC cards and a lot of fights that are announced end up being massive letdowns or disappointments. Because I know for a fact PBC will probably give you a good main event. They probably will give you a good main event. Probably. It's a 50-50 shot on that.
I don't think they lost on it in a minute.
But if they have top ranked undercards or the zones undercards, they would be phenomenal. It's just that they have too many chiefs, bro. Way too many chiefs.
Yeah. It's a whole roster damn near full of, like they tried to sign all the stars, all of them. But the backtrack about them having sanctioning bodies in their pocket, I think all of them have that because, like, I believe that's why you can't have a 135 at PBC. 135, 140 belong to Bob. You got 147, 154 is PBC. But heavyweights damn near too. You get what I'm saying?
But even then, there's a plan. There's a plan.
No, it's a plan. I was just speaking on. It's not just. That's why I'm saying. That's why it's like shit get held hostage. You got like people don't look at these little, like what we're talking about now. People don't look at that as a part of the game because, like, why did Terrence want to leave so bad? He was never gonna be able to get that last belt if he didn't. You see what I'm saying? If he didn't, real talk. I mean, like they said, they were trying to force him to sign. Everybody's like, sign the PBC, and it shouldn't have to be like that. You get Shakur Stevenson. he lost the belts on the scale, but he was gonna drop him anyways, bro. Like, how was he gonna get the other two?
Ain't no way.
He wasn't gonna get the other two, right?
Ain't no way.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like you say, the promotional companies getting away, and this and that third, and they ain't trying to make nobody else no money. That's how they look at it, or whatever the case may be. And you know, it's interesting to a point, but this is where, like, we've been saying this shit over here, and shout out, I gotta give Deontay Wilder a big shout out for speaking up. You know what I'm saying? I just got a couple of things I don't agree with what he said, but like, just the fact that he's speaking up saying that, you know, they gotta wait to get paid. Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I believe everybody should be getting treated like Canelo. You give him half my money up front, bro, and I'm gonna rest my shit when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like a real promotion, when you promote an event, you give them half the money up front and they get the other half when they're done. You know what I'm saying? I think it should always be like that. It shouldn't be no favoritism just with boxers, certain boxers, you know what I'm saying, or that's getting that treatment or whatever. You know, and I definitely, the sanctioning bodies, I mean, they seem honest, but we know, I don't know, you know, I have my assumptions about it, you know, whatever, my opinions rather, that yeah, they gonna take money and be this way. Because like I said, I don't know. We still don't know what's going on with Thurman and Earl. How are you gonna have a sanctioned bout for no belts? Like, what's the point? Why are you sanctioning this bout and it's a regular match? So that right there, it smells fishy. You know what I mean? There's no point in you sanctioning this. So you know what I mean? And how is it satisfying a 147 mandatory at 154? I don't understand that. Now they'll beg the question that people always go up and down and fight. That's true, but what about? But people don't go up and down and fight a mandatory.
No, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? People don't do that, and the mandatory is supposed to have a shot at the belt. That's the whole point of a what? Mandatory. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm calling out the champ and I'm next in line, I want a shot at the belt. So like, it's all smell fishy. And like I say, they pointing all that out. The part where he said, they asked about Usyk and Tyson Fury. He said whoever cheats them up. I don't agree with that, bro. Like, it's true that my dude with the drug test. Now, I don't believe the egg waste scandal. We not gonna get in that, whatnot. Now, the one thing we've been preaching over here is about, you know, an overhaul of boxing.
It's needed.
It's needed.
Greatly needed.
And I was glad he spoke on that, or whatever the case may be. But there's some things that's not as hard when you got that type of money. It's not as hard as he may think. For is him speaking of healthcare, unionize it, and y'all pay into it. You get what I'm saying? You got to take care of yourself at some point. Because see, the thing about boxing is everybody is freelance. Everybody is outsourced, basically.
Independent contractors.
Independent contractors, right? So you can't put that burden on a PBC. You technically went to PBC for what's the word? You went for a service. That's what you did. Even though it looks on the outside to us fans that like you part of this big entity and PBC is the big umbrella, but technically by you being a boxer, you went to them for a service, for them to be able to provide you some fights. So
it's a business agreement.
Yeah. So like at the end of the day, if you sign to 3 fights, 4 fights, you can't have somebody like that pay healthcare. But what y'all can do is unionize the game. And that would be kind of the first step, saying that y'all band together and y'all want to be able to have retirement. You want to be able to have healthcare. You want to be, because you got, let's be honest, this ain't counting pockets. Y'all, the numbers are out there. Y'all make a lot of money. Well, I'm not talking about the stars. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying starting out. I'm not saying the mid-tier, but I'm talking about you guys that are household names. Unionize it, bro. I said about everything, music, everything.
Like you say, like what you're saying, is why I have such a high regard for MLB. We just seen over the summer. I was explaining it to you how the major league players, the pay-per-view stars, were trying to unionize for the minor leagues,
right,
to help them get paid,
right,
and everything like that. Insurance and things like that. Right. All it takes is for these big names. Imagine if a coalition came together of Canelo Alvarez, Deontay Wilder, hell, even some retired ones like Floyd and Manny said, hey, these boxers coming up, we have too many fighters who are going broke. Some of it is self-doing, some of it is not. Some of it is on the promotion companies because they're not getting these guys fights like they need to.
Right.
What if they came together and unionized all of boxing?
Right. Yeah, that's what
That
I'm
would be
saying.
beautiful.
It'll be beautiful, and it'll be the first step of getting it to go in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? First, you got to show them that y'all give a fuck about yourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then, two, after that, band together and they listen. I mean, like I said, it's hard to get them to listen because, like I said, everybody's an independent contractor. You know what I'm saying? As such, it's why they want you to have your own entity so they can do business with you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't claim this on my taxes just by paying Polo. Polo, who you work for? I need to have a business to write down on here, so you know what I'm saying, so I can pay you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? If I write Polo a check right now from NJR Media, it looked like I just paid Polo. I just gave somebody some money. You know, that's not a write-off. That's not going to benefit me in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You know
I
what
get
mean?
it. What you're saying?
Yeah. So like at the end of the day, that's why they want them to have their own entities and things like that. But it's also, you hired me. I didn't hire you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So in other words, what need to happen, the reason you got UFC the way it is, MMA the way it is, why you can release a person out of a contract and say, good, you know, this, that, and the third, is because it actually is an umbrella. They're hiring fighters because you fight for UFC.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as you gonna fight here somewhere else, and they treat it such because I hired you, so you stay here. You get what I'm saying?
That's bullshit.
And you know, well, in a way it is, because it sucks because it's a conflict of interest the way it's ran over that way, because he's your manager, he pays you and all types of shit. You get what I'm saying? Get you your fights. It's kind of jacked up the way that is. But even though and UFC fighters, MMA fighters, period, should be paid 100% more than what they're getting paid. But if you could take that same structure and apply it to boxing, where everybody's happy, come to a happy medium, because the money in boxing is there. That's not gonna go nowhere. When you got Saudi Arabia that could pay fucking Beyonce $28 million, goddamn you, for an hour. Okay, so the money's there, and you can apply the way MMA run their shit, where everybody can eat. Oh shit, you have Golden Boy, Top Rank, PBC is like the big. Like basically the three godfathers of boxing. We got all the fighters. We have no problem fighting all fighters against other fighters. And other, you know what I'm saying? And other promotions. They pay their dues out they check. So they had a retirement. They had it. Cause it's sad. A lot of people don't know in a sport that's considered a sport that's not even real. But it's real to a standpoint. WWE. When they get the Hall of Fame, they get money. Y'all know that? Did you know they get retirement?
They have a stipend for the rest of their life.
Yeah, they get a check. So how does a sport like that can get a check and boxing can't? How does that work? I tell you how. Because once you sign the WWE, you are an employee of who? WWE. So, like I said, I think the first part, for real, healthcare should be number one on the thing. But that would have to be something that the fighters are all willing to come together and say, hey, you know what? You right. And that's something they actually can form themselves. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And get that ball rolling, bro. Because
I know this is off topic, but I have an announcement.
What's happening?
I've been busy lately doing stuff, getting stuff together. I will be taking spring classes at Metropolitan Community College for science coding.
Oh, shoot. That's what it do.
I am going after my associate's degree.
That's what I'm talking about. Always better yourself, goddamn me.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Ain't never too late to stop learning about any motherfucking thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right. Keep it moving. Keep the ball rolling. For real. I applaud that, bro. 100%. 100%.
Yes.
Most
And I'm
motherfuckers
waiting
wouldn't
for
even
my
care.
pastor to come. And the beautiful part, I'll be able to do all of this without taking out a loan.
Oh, that's what's up. That's the shit. Hey, that right there, that's the best one. That's the best part. You ain't
So,
gotta pay nothing back.
no,
Oh man. Yeah, you doing it. You doing it, goddamn me. You doing it, bro.
So
That's what it do. Come on, teach these boxers something, goddamn.
I'll be a college kid.
That's what it do, man. But no, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you. Is that Squirt?
No, this is Rockstar Recovery.
Oh,
Lemonade. Yeah, your boy been up since like 4 this morning. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. So I was just up. Just been up. Then when I wanted to lay back down, kids ain't letting you lay back down.
they never do.
So I'm up, bro. But no, man. But I do applaud him for taking that step. Some people feel like he may have some repercussions behind it. But for saying that out loud, but yo, he living up to what he believe in. What he say? He feel like he's a martyr. He feels like he's the one for the people. And we have time and time where people pretend like they are the one for the people and don't speak up about nothing. They half step. He actually saying it.
My only gripe.
Mm-hmm.
Why weren't you saying this while you were world champion?
Well, he kind of was. Remember when I'm doing this for my people. This is that and the third. But the healthcare part, I remember him mentioning, and he was saying better pay for all overall boxing. And he was on those two narratives. You know.
But this sounds more like a man that's at the end. Because remember how Deontay is talking a lot more now. And secondly, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. It's been some time since he's been gone.
Mm-hmm.
But remember when he started getting closer and closer to retirement, he started to speak a lot more.
Oh yeah, okay. Putting that, I can answer that. If you got you keep going if you got something to say. Or
He was speaking. No, am I muted?
No, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I was saying, like, Kobe started to speak a lot more once he got closer and closer to retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to see and notice the same things in Deontay, where he's a lot more. He was always vocal, but it's like he's a lot more vocal now. It seems like he's only saying this because he's almost out the game, and he's made what he's needed to make. He's made his riches. He's got his king's ransom. So now he wants to speak up for everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, and I think that's kind of, I don't know. Well, I don't know how to see it.
Oh, I think you kind of answered your question in the end. You know, sometimes we got to say stuff out loud to make it make sense. Mm-hmm. So, like, at the end, it's like, let me get mine so I can help others. I can't mess the bag up right now. I want to do this shit, but I can't mess this bag up because I know what my real end goal is. For y'all is to see me champ. For me, it's something greater than that. Now I accomplished being champ because I think they said Deontay was making 20-something million a fight. So I mean, my dude's well off. Like literally, he's well off, right? And what it looks like, he's very good with his money. You get what I'm saying? He's very frugal. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be able to say that is because now, what's he gonna do? Tell me I can't fight no more? I ain't tripping.
Because could you imagine if his contract got voided out? Do you know how many suitors he would have?
Yeah.
Just for one fight.
Yeah. He and a quiet kept. If I don't know if he's still on contract, but I mean, dude, he would be a big attraction for the exhibition run. Because people just like seeing people get knocked out. That's it.
Like, honest to God. With the exhibition round, could you imagine a venture between him and Francis Ngannou?
Well, I was reading somewhere that he wouldn't mind fighting Deontay, like in a real bout.
That would be interesting. It would be very interesting, and on top of that, it would be extremely lucrative.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something, Francis. Shout out to him, because the payday they was trying to give him, he was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good," because it was for the overall. He like, I got money right now, but I am looking for that retirement fund. And I hate that UFC has to cross over to get that retirement fund. See what I'm saying?
That's the only negative that I can see or speak of when it comes to UFC. Because everything else it's a tight ship that's ran well. It's a well-ran ship.
Well-oiled machine.
It's a good place to either start or end your career. I'm not even gonna lie. It really is. Because it's made some multimillionaires. It really has. It's made some stars. Like, you can even name stars. You can name Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
You can name
Iceman. Yeah.
Rampage Jackson. Right. You can name name some. There's some stars that have been made, and it's the retirement that is always the issue when it comes to mixed martial arts.
Right. And he know his name's so significant that he's gonna get a boxer in the ring, and they're gonna pay him a lot of money for it. You know, we talking about 15 mil, 20 mil.
It's gonna happen. Good. It's just when.
Right. Oh, I think it's gonna happen soon. It's just that he had no choice, but it was he signed that contract or I got lead now. It's just that everybody that he want to fight is kind of lined up to have a fight already.
No, see, okay. With that, there was in the works, if he would have re-signed, the same day he re-signed, Francis Ngannou and John Bones Jones was going to be announced for this May.
Right, but he wouldn't have made as much money he would have made in one boxing.
He wouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying.
He wouldn't have.
So when he got out, when he left UFC, what I'm saying is, it was kind of a little bit of bad timing because everybody in boxing is lined up already, slated for a fight. So he got to wait for these fights to be over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyson Fury didn't have nobody lined up. He'd have been like, that fight would have been made. Easy.
But here's the thing. One thing I do know about boxing, mandatories don't mean anything anymore.
No. I mean, we done seen people get stepped over, this, that, and the third, but like, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people look at Tyson Fury as a game, man. I think Tyson Fury, he does want to be undisputed. He does want to be the best, and he, like I say, he succeed this shit, and then he is gonna fight Anthony Joshua unless Anthony Joshua don't fight him. If he beat Usyk, and he really don't need Usyk, if he was just to beat Anthony Joshua, bro, do you know what type of story that man got? Like, for real, like straight up, and then can retire. Fly off in the sunset, and you wouldn't. I don't care if you say anything bad about Tyson Fury, you just be a hater.
Yeah, like, unlike our compatriot, I don't have a problem with Alexander Usyk. I don't.
Usyk, my key and casual.
Yeah, just imagine a story if Usyk was to beat Tyson Fury.
And Tyson still be part of that motherfucking story. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a win-win for Tyson, bro. His story gonna be phenomenal, bro.
I believe
the boogeyman.
Just for shits and giggles, if Usyk was to beat him, that would be almost like the proverbial passing of the torch.
Yeah.
Which is something that is desperately
And then
needed.
and then Tyson still can go on and fight Anthony.
He can do anything he wants at that
That's
point.
what I'm saying. Yeah, he could. No, I'm talking about even if Tyson Fury lost to Usyk.
Yeah,
he can go fight
like
Anthony.
I'm sorry for saying it like this, but I think a loss to Usyk would be a good thing.
Why?
Because it would take all pressure off of him.
I think Tyson don't feel pressure, bro. I think that dude just like fucking fight. Look, this dude legit retired and told his old lady, I gotta go back. That man said, I watched the interview of that man. He said, man, I retired. And them 2 months I wasn't doing shit, I start feeling like how I did before. I start gaining weight, feel like I want to die. I think that man just gonna keep going, bro. He's the Tom Brady of boxing. He ain't leaving. Yeah, he gotta be doing
him in the same category as Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a total different situation.
Tom Brady going to Miami. I said that just like Kanye West was when he said George Bush don't like black people. He just said that shit. I didn't mean for it just come out there, but he going to Miami though. Y'all saw that video?
It's him checking out schools in Miami.
Yeah.
So he gonna force Tua on the bench.
Oh man. But that wasn't the switch though. That wasn't the switch thing though. But no, on everything. That's how I feel about him, man. My dude straight said he feel like he wanted to die. He was getting depressed. So home ain't enough for that dude, man.
Man.
Some people like that, bro. You gotta be. That's like me. Like people like, you gonna retire? I'm like, yeah, I'm retired, but I gotta be doing something. I don't care if I'm gonna be a greeter at Walmart. I gotta be doing something, bro. I cannot sit at home with a dog and watch. You understand what I'm saying? And watch TV all day. I have to move.
What's the prediction for Chiefs game Sunday?
Who y'all playing again?
Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hold on. Thank you, 913. King Casual and him told me Cincinnati wasn't going to be shit. They wasn't going to get far. That shit was bought. And look at these fools, man.
Man, Buffalo laid an egg, bro. Buffalo.
I'm like, dog. And now I'm sitting there like, man, I don't know what's finna go on. And then old boy ankle fuck.
He's been getting top of the line work.
Drugs. Ain't no work you can do that. Drugs. That's a waited out injury.
Yeah, because that's usually what a 3 to 5 week injury.
Man, look, yeah, you got where the swelling to go down, that soreness. Oh man, they pumping that dude foot. You know what he doing? They pumping him every day for Atlanta cane and having him run drills on a numb ass foot, so he'll know how to work with it. That's what they doing with him. Cause he gonna play. He gonna play.
He gonna play.
As soon as they get a high enough score, then he gonna pull him out. That's it.
Nah, I think that's a mistake. Keep him in. Run that bitch. Because this is how I see it. If we win, we're gonna win by 7. Mm-hmm. If we lose, we're gonna lose by 3.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
That's the best way I can say it. We're not gonna lose. We're not gonna get blown out.
Mm-hmm.
We're not, and we're not gonna lose by 7. If we're gonna lose, we're gonna lose by 3.
Gotcha.
But they're so but the thing is, people don't realize about the Chiefs. People don't really understand that we've made it this far with our whole secondary being rookies. I mean, I think that's a pretty damn good accomplishment.
Yeah, it is.
But that can cost you in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, I can see a scenario where it does cost us.
But they're not playing like they feel like they're not playing nervous.
No, they're not
playing scared. They ain't playing scared.
Oh no. That's one thing I can say about Steve Spagnuolo. Whatever defense he runs, you're not gonna be on his staff and be scared to do your job. You're not. Right. You won't play. You will not play. Right. But there's a learning curve. Because I've even heard Derrick Henry, big ass, talking about it. The NFL, is way different than college. Way different. These are the top of the line. These are the cream of the crop at every position. So
only because of rules. That's the thing I had. That's when I started falling out of love with college, because the rules used to be like this, right? Then the rules start doing this, drifting. They used to try to keep up with it in college. You get what I'm saying? Now it's so much apart, and then you wonder why when you take these cats out of college, so much of them are bust. It's too much. It's so much. They right now the NFL is a whole different thing. It's big time. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be no running out of bounds with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Should be, you got to keep up with where you going.
Build that muscle memory, so when you do make it to the pros,
right,
you're already prepared and acclimated. Only thing you have to catch up with is the actual speed.
There you go.
Of the game.
Exactly. That's why. Why you think it's still a all air game? College is all air games. Throwing the ball.
But can I tell you something that's weird? This is weird. If you notice, a lot of the best defensive players come from losing programs. That's crazy to me. You have your J.P. Horns, you have your Patrick Surtain Juniors, you'll have your Diggs,
your last shot.
Yeah,
that hunger, bro. That you came and got me from here. You saw something, but I know how quick you get rid of me. That hunger versus that star thought he was a shit. He gets to the NFL, he got the big head. You get what I'm saying?
Now, okay, I want to ask your opinion on something. This whole debacle with Bethune and Mr. Ed Reed. What do you think about it?
Not even hip.
Okay, Bethune is a HBCU.
Right.
Ed Reed,
I know Ed Reed is. Yeah.
He was supposed to be the head coach. But he turned it down because of the facilities. He was saying that he shouldn't have to have his players out here picking up trash off the field and things like that, and this and that, to where he just got on Instagram Live and just blasted the whole school.
Yeah, he blasted the school, but he was saying that they was trying to force him out, I thought. They forced him out. He didn't leave on his own. They forced him out.
They terminated the negotiations. Once I got the whole picture of what was going on, I think both parties jumped the gun way too soon. Because you got to remember, that's down south.
Right.
They just got done with hurricane season. Of course, that school is going to be kind of tore up a little bit because it's in the pathway of a lot of storms.
Right.
Which is understandable. That's understandable. But on their end, where's the funding at to rebuild this?
Right.
Where is it? And what it has shed light on is something that Deion shed a lot of light on last season and the season before. Where's the money going at these HBCUs?
Right.
Who's pocketing this money? Where is this stuff going? Who's taking care of these finances? And I think that this is going to shed light on a lot of stuff, because I even heard that Shaq was going to even get into it to donate to help fix facilities and a bunch of other people. But that's all dead now.
Well, it's been like that. That's why HBCUs don't get a lot of funding and shit like that. And they was filing for the government to jump in. That one cat made that bill or whatever they think that Trump did or whatever, so they can get a little bit of constant funding. But the thing is, that's always been an issue, that nobody knows where the money goes to because they don't want to let you on the board. It's just like when you go to the NBA, Rose, right? D Rose, when he was donating money for the Safe Walk program, and he was gonna give a shitload of money, and they wanted to be on the board with the mayor and all of that stuff, and they was telling him no, and he was like, "Well, I'm not gonna give you no money," and he forced his way onto that board so he could foresee where that money was going. You see what I'm saying?
That's a problem. And I think that's a problem with our HBCUs that needs to be addressed. And I'm not saying it's beyond the point to where of being addressed internally. This needs an external probe to it. Because where is this funding going?
Well, you know where it's going, bro. You're gonna find a lot of projects that was never really projects, and then it was landing in XYZ pockets. Cover-ups. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because it happened to your inner cities, it happens to your schools, it happens to, you know what I'm saying? All of that, bro. Like 100%. And it's only because, I'm be real with you, it's a HBCU. It's only because of that. You know, could you imagine, like they say, because if you know it's always a thing, we need to donate to our HBCUs. To the people in the chat, if you go look up, find an HBCU in the past 5 years, look at all the people who donated to them schools and count them funds up. And I bet you'll tell yourself there was no reason. Was that Morehouse where they didn't have no kids that sleep in tents and all that shit? There would be no reason the kids should have to sleep in tents and shit. There would be no reasons for any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Like through now, the kids are protesting. The kids are protesting because they got moldy dorm rooms.
Right.
The chow hall is shut down. It's been shut down for the past 3 or 4 months.
That's what I'm saying. And I bet you if somebody's pull them records and see them donations and things like that, you'll be like, damn, how is this even possible? You get what I'm saying? But when you see them sizable donations going to Harvard, Ivy League schools, stuff like that, and they landscaping impeccable. Hell, they shit don't even look like they got a dude that just sit out there with scissors looking at the grass, see if one get taller and he just clip that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They got money for stupid stuff like that. And it goes to that. And you wonder why when you look at an HBCU and you look at one of them and you see a difference. Now, I ain't gonna lie, some probably gonna say I'm saying that what is racism in it or whatever. I'm just telling you this. The HBCUs been getting donations for a long time. I listened to Charlamagne the guy said, oh well, a lot of the alma mater that went there or whatnot should donate, and also, you know, the ones that are successful. Well, if you go look, they do. The only problem is you're not gonna find none of them on the board of looking where the money goes.
That's the problem.
Because it's not a big deal for a rich person to write a check off to a school. You get a tax write-off for it.
As a sizable donation.
So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's a good way to help your revenue stream. They tell you that being rich 101, start a charity. That's why every rich person has one. So at the end of the day, it is the underlying reason is there. It's just the conversation the conversation never changes. It stays the same. You see what I'm saying? It stays the same, and they want that conversation to stay the same. Like, we need to donate more. We need to. No, the money been there.
Yeah, the money has always been there. It's just the allocation of the funds.
Exactly.
Like, honest to God, I hate to say it like this. I really do. I swear I hate to say it like this because I know it would probably shut down quite a few of them. But there needs to be an IRS probe into a lot of these.
That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. IRS ain't gonna find nothing that they don't want to find. You get what I'm saying? IRS will come in there and do enough to shut it down, and that's the goal, bro. Not one black college is ever gonna be greater than a white college.
No, I'm not saying
that's the goal. They don't want that. I'm
not saying it in the sense of, okay, maybe not the IRS, but an independent agency.
There you go.
An independent body going in and looking at what's going on, because there's people always say that the alumni aren't giving back, and like you just pointed out, alumni do. There is alumni that do give back.
It's a lot.
But where are these funds going? Where's these deans?
Being stolen. Like I told you, false projects that's supposed to happen that don't happen. and things like that that's gonna say, oh, it was completed on such date, and that shit never existed. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like this. It's like this. I'm not gonna say her name, all right?
Mm-hmm.
But used to work on the board of a city next to mine, and she controlled the bills. Okay, city had to
Mm-hmm.
pay bills for streets being made, the stuff like streets being made, repaired, and this and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what she did? She paid her cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and she overpaid him. By overpaying him, what you think he was doing? Cutting her in. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna find the walls had to be painted, and we had to pay them $50,000 to paint the walls, or this $50,000 a hallway
Do you
to this
think
company, and then that company really is a shell company, and they get the money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. We see our comments and stuff like that, but it's just I have a question, and it's a fucked up question.
Mhm.
But do you think with our people, the more money we make, the less and less we feel obligated to our people?
No, I don't think we feel more obligated to our people. I feel it's actually the opposite, because the more money black folks seem to make, they still don't get that you still a drop in the pond.
That's what I'm saying. I probably said it wrong. It's almost as if the more money one of us makes, the least likely we are to
Do for our
give.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I agree with. Yeah, that's why you see when they get rich, I'm going by Ferragamo, and I probably said that shit wrong. I'm gonna go buy Gucci. I'm gonna go buy everybody. I'm not gonna support none of my own folk. I got all the fame in the world, but I'm not gonna go buy Polo by Polo. No, I'm gonna go buy Ralph Lauren. I'm gonna put some more duckers in this rich motherfucker pocket. When me just by wearing your jeans, Polo, and I'm at the top of my career, and everybody wonder, damn, what jeans he got on? Something so small just made you so big. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But turn around, tell you gotta pay me to wear your jeans, and the number that you gonna pay me probably costs more than your company. You get what I'm saying? Versus Gucci give him a call. Oh man, what's up, man? Oh yeah. We want to give you like 5 shirts, bro, and we just need you to wear them at your events. Is that cool? Oh yeah, Gucci, I got you. That's the difference, bro.
Mm.
Not understanding that you're just shitting on your own folks, anyways.
Yeah.
When you wear all that shit, robbing jeans and shit, you not buying that for everybody. You buying that to show off to your own folks. Because that's the only people that's going to pay attention to you. And so if they're the only people who going to pay attention to you, then why not do something greater? But they know they know that that's possible. That's why when you get that call from Gucci, you should say no. Because they just using you as an advertising board. That's it. To your people.
But even then, you should be using. I have no problem with that. That's business. But you should be able to also have business work for you in the same sense. If you own, why not find a way to at least get 2 or 3 people on, and then that 2 or 3 people get 2 or 3 people on individually themselves?
Well, you ain't got to be on for that. If you want to make life more simple, Polo, if right now, say if we had 1,000 people in this chat, right? And I say, right now, hey, the 6 people in here right now, bro, on life, Polo needs $6. He's short on his bus pass, bro. If all 6 of y'all right now can go to Cash App $SLK50 and just donate $1 so he can get his bus pass, bro, I greatly appreciate it. You're not gonna get that $6. But it's that easy, Polo. If it was 1 million people in here and I said, hey, let's try something. Everybody give $1 to Polo. You'd be a millionaire, wouldn't you? And those same 1 million people was in here. I'm going to pick a random person out the chat. 913. Everybody, Polo, including you, give $1 to 913. We just made another millionaire, did we?
Yep.
In a matter of seconds. But that's the mentality, though. See what I'm saying? You don't have to have a business that puts you on. Dude, a Jewish cat that owned a Jewish store, I think I already told you this, told me, we put our jewelry stores in black neighborhoods because y'all spend money like water. You don't keep it. You don't know what to do with it. There's no reason for us to be this broke. There's no, them little dudes who be on our corners selling water, they go to Sam's and buy a thing of water and be selling them marked up for like $2.50. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Dude, I spent $20 easy with them little dudes because they could be out shooting somebody. But then I heard other motherfuckers, I ain't finna give him no $2.50 for no little bottle of water when I can go. But you just gonna walk in this other establishment that sold you something that was free anyways out your faucet. So what's the difference? So if you gonna give away money, I'd rather give it to him. So you don't have to. Water. Huh?
I said depending on where you stay, because I pay for water.
Well, I know it's places with fucked up, but you get what I'm saying, bro. Like it's easy. It's not that hard, especially when we're what they say 83% of the market for is buying goods, bro. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. So like,
but I think it all boils down to stigmas also, because even as early ages or even from experiences, and let's not act like it doesn't happen. We get over on our own.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what's been put in our head. That's why you see a 2 Chainz that would rather walk to a national syndicate versus the small publication that just want to ask 2 questions. Because of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's sad, bruh. It's sad. We would deface our own for them.
I don't even think it's for them. It's for acceptance.
That's where you gonna get it from, Paulo?
From them.
Exactly. So it's for who? For them.
Yeah.
Because they're only gonna accept you. They're only gonna accept you for so long. If you don't have gratification from your own folk, it would never be that way. You get what I'm saying?
I've tried so many times to put people on, and they be on. Don't do it for me. That's why too bad.
I tried so many times to put people on, and they be on some do it for me. That's why I run to man operations, because nobody wants to work. They wanted to hand out but that's going into what we're saying. All of this look, you got like people believe in this, not to get on politics before people who are in politics, right? Democrats, they'll give you something, but just to keep you cool. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just enough to keep you poor. Republicans say get up and get out and get something. You know what I'm saying? On their outcast shit. You never gonna know until you try. Right?
Right.
Them two. So which one of the two sound like they got better interest?
It sounds like the Republican has a better
right,
interest.
but black folks been conditioned for so long. Who came along with the handout?
The Democrat.
There you go. And handout. When the stimulus check was going around, they better hurry up with my check. They don't owe you. Nobody owes you nothing. So as long as that stigma is there, you get what I'm saying?
Bro, you got me about ready to switch my major to political science.
So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand that. They just don't get it. You know what I mean? They don't. understand that you think you're operating under your own mind and your own teachings, and you're not.
No.
That's what I'm trying to get out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was fortunate enough to have some good guys, some good men in my life. You get what I'm saying? That they would tell me, hey, can I have $5? What you gonna do for it? Hey, can you help me with this? Did you read the instructions? No. Then why should I help you? You ain't even try. I had men like that in my life. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't, you gotta have those things. People will say, oh, that's so mean. No, my grandma was like that too.
Well, hold on. I gotta address this. Handouts only support a victim mentality. Okay.
Keep going, Paulo.
Some people don't necessarily want a hand out as much as they want a hand up. It just takes a lot of discernment to be able to distinguish between the two. Some people don't really want you to do everything for them. They just need a leg up. Like, hey man, I'm hurting. Could you help me real quick? Blase, blase, blase. But it's sad that that's not a majority. It's not a majority of people who think like that or have that type of mind frame. Some people are just comfortable in their situation to where they don't want to change. It's easier to be at the bottom than to strive and make it towards the top. And you don't even have to necessarily make it to the top. You don't necessarily have to. You just have to get to a point to where you are comfortable. And I don't know why people have an issue with that word.
Well, I gotta stop. Hold on, I gotta stop you right there. That last part was cool for the 80s and 90s, Polo. These fools have made it so easy to be okay with being a loser because you could be comfortable being a loser.
No, you're right.
And that's where we weren't comfortable with. That's what made us get up and get out, because I'll be damn, I was going to be a loser. Now, being a loser to people is different definitions. You get what I'm saying? Where I come from, I'll be down, I was going to be broke. My dad said, we might live in the hood, but you ain't got to look like it, nigga. You get what I'm saying? Get up, get out, get something. Do what you got to do to keep things rolling. You get what I mean? Elevate. I just did a show over there on Slick 50 TV, the return of the GMT podcast, right? I was always taught to set a goal that's so far out that you would never reach it. You know why? Because you're going to accomplish so much in between it trying to obtain that goal. So you get comfortable setting one goal and be like, I did it. You ain't did shit. You ain't done nothing. Your life ain't ran this course, so why you stop? These are the things that I think we all should be installing in our young men and young women. You get what I'm saying? It ain't never over with. And I agree with that. Handouts only supports the victim mentality. You know, whatnot. And that ain't got nothing to do with Republican, Democrat. That at some point, we got to take that shit upon ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, we control the market. We just don't know we don't control the market. And the biggest scheme is they don't want us to know that we control the market, even though they tell us we do.
I think it's more so of a point of not caring. It's all about stunting. We have such a stunting mentality. We have to stunt on the next man.
It's like that's a percentage of it. If, like the same example, right? If Anime got 6 kids, right, by the same dude, and I don't want nobody judge, but even if I say 6 kids, I already know people going, oh, she got 6 baby daddies. No, Anime old man died, right? They had a house payment $1,200. She live in a neighborhood. There shouldn't be nothing wrong with if you can get 50 cents, $1, $20, help this woman out. They all stay in the same neighborhood. But instead, you want somebody to come from the outside of that neighborhood. That's what everybody say. Well, they should help her.
No, what happens is I've seen this. I've seen it, and I've heard it out of my mama's mouth, and I've heard it out of my grandma's mouth. She ain't had no business having all them kids.
But that's the thing. Like I said, her old man died.
See, and that's the part that gets lost in translation.
Right. And I said, as soon as I said somebody said she got 6 kids, a bunch of people gonna think she got 6 baby daddies or everything else, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't the cause, though. That's not the reason. Everything was fine as long as the old man was like, right?
Right.
But there's still a neighborhood, though. I was my neighbor. Everybody when I grew up, everybody in my neighborhood whooped my butt. Everybody. I didn't get a house key till I was like motherfucking 14. You know why? Because it wasn't a house in my neighborhood I couldn't go to. Everybody knew everybody.
There's no neighbors anymore.
But it's no neighbors no more. Right. And if you don't have neighbors and you don't talk to them, you don't have a what? A community.
You don't have a neighborhood or a community.
So these are the things that keeps us stagnant, and they know that, bro. On life, they know that. Because there's no reason, just like I said, right now, if there was 1 million people in here, and I said, let's make some millionaires real fast, everybody give $1 to Polo and keep this train rolling. Shouldn't be a problem with it, right?
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. And people, it's easier said than done. Like, literally, that's fucking easy, bro. If I had 500 people and Polo was struggling, or I was struggling, or whoever was struggling, 913, anybody in here, man, I'm having a hard time. What you need? Fun. Hey, everybody, donate $1 to Woo Wah Wham. Wow, what's $1? But then you'll say, no, fuck no, I don't know that nigga. I ain't giving him no dollar, and go spend $7 on bottle gin or $30 to $60 on Grey Goose. You're gonna spend $100 on a zip. And
one, why is your zip costing you $100?
I'm just saying though, bro. I don't know how much that shit costs. I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being honest. You get what I mean though?
Yeah.
We have things, like I said, if people really want to own their neighborhood, they could. Those buildings that's sitting there abandoned, buy them. No, y'all do it. Do something with it. Own your own neighborhoods. That's why they get to swoop in and come buy all that shit, because it be sitting there so long, they quick to sell that shit for the cheapest aldermans or the mayor or whatever. They just want somebody to do something with that building. They sell it real cheap. Homes in your hood, 9/10 of your homes in your neighborhood is owned by a white dude, and you renting it from him. But this is a black neighborhood, but all the homes that are being rented is owned by who? White dude. This is what I'm saying, and they know. I'm telling you, it's just it's a mentality, and like you said, to go back to the stunting part, black people need to understand this. When you sit there and buy stuff, or whatever the case may be, you only stunting on your own people, because nobody outside of us gives a fuck about it.
The majority of the time, we don't.
Now, buy what you want, because shit, I'm for that. You know, like, I'm firm believer you can pay your bills. You deserve to buy what you like, because I damn sure, shit, the proof behind me. I don't give a fuck nobody say. I spend my money on what I want to spend my money on. But what I'm saying is, to a standpoint, I buy because I like it, not to show off, and I know it. I don't give a fuck what nobody else think about it. You can't purchase things to gloat, because it never lasts at that point. Because it becomes never good enough at that point.
I believe, and I may be wrong, but a lot of our people have made things the goal. Things don't last forever. Like, I get it. If you're doing all that and you're buying things that turn into heirlooms, that's different. That's different. But not everything is an heirloom. Like, I love J's. I love shoes. I do. But we all know shoes have a shelf life on them. Them soles start to crack after so long, and everything like that. White turns yellow. A shoe can't be an heirloom. Gold, silver, things like that, those are heirlooms. But we only buy stuff like that, just like I said, done. And it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. And then we do all kinds of silly shit sometimes. Like, what's the point of getting a Rolex if you're going to hollow it out just to put diamonds in it? You have just devalued that whole watch.
Well, it depends on the person on the person who did it, right? Like say, like for you, the value went down, right? But for him personally, their value went up because that's something he wanted to do and what he wanted to do. And also, I feel like stunting only comes with the mentality of stunting because I am a firm believer in Dion's words. If you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you do good. If you can afford to buy your shoes, if you can afford to buy a polo shirt and some nice jeans or slacks, whatever you want to do it by all means. If that's gonna keep you going, fine. But if you're buying it to flex, that's when it don't last. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When you buy the flex, it never becomes it's never enough because
Never enough.
because the style constantly changed. Now it's not about looking good. You see what I'm saying?
Keeping up with the Joneses.
There you go. So you find yourself broke. You know, I was taught early. My dad said, "Man, you don't make the clothes look good. I mean, clothes don't make you look good. You make the clothes look good. What I wear, you can't wear. You can have the same outfit on, it's gonna look totally different."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the mentality you need to have. You know what I mean? It don't have to be no goddamn purple label or any of that shit. You wear what you want. It's about the confidence that come from behind them clothing that sells the clothing. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of men, our young men, especially our young men today, don't have a lot of confidence. They don't. You know what I'm saying? The introverts, they're real shy, timid. They rather text you and talk to you. They looking down instead of looking you in your face when you talk. You talking to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. They don't even know to shake hands, speak to everybody when you step in the room. All the small things you taught as a young man coming up. You get what I'm saying? And they're being preyed upon. They're being preyed upon. You know, they feel displaced. They feel like they don't have a real say so or a place at the table, so to speak. Now you got them switching up. Oh, now I'm gonna be this way. I'm gonna turn to a girl. Or I'm gonna turn to a boy. That's why you got all this right now. It's easy because they're trying to find somewhere to fit in, and wherever the acceptance is where they gonna go. You get what I mean?
Yep.
So we have to really, really be looking out for our kids in that standpoint, and especially our young men, bro. But for his money, it's not the rich people that spend all the money, Polo. It's the poor people. Poor people would save their money and spend a whole check just to feel good for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Now, and okay, with us saying it, that's not us saying that it's not all right. You done spent 40 hours.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Week, 80 hours for 2 weeks on that daily grind. You working hard. We're not saying that you don't deserve to at least, get out, let your hair down, have a drink or two, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about the habits that are created from having the lack of knowledge on how to spend.
Right.
Like I was always taught, pay yourself.
Yeah.
Pay
always.
Always pay yourself.
I was taught treat yourself because ain't nobody gonna treat you like you but you.
Yeah. See, because it's to where now I'm really, really understanding a lot more things as I age that I wish I would have known when I was younger.
Right.
And I hate the fact that when you try to pass along knowledge like this to a younger generation, you get looked at as a hater.
That's because they ain't never had. Look, at that point, if he's a young man, if he's a man, it's damn near a waste of time. You know what I mean? It's damn, and I hate to say it like that, because it ain't never too late for nobody. But once you get to that point, it's like you got to come in realization of it on your own, damn near. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the youth, the kids, that's where that's where you start. And like I said, they may not act on it then, but it'll click later on. You know what I'm saying? You just planting seeds in their mind and letting them grow. You get what I'm saying? And they'll catch on in certain situations. That's where it needs to be held at, like at that point. Catching a 22-year-old dude that's out there flossing and think he doing and living on top of the world, he ain't hearing that. He ain't hearing that. You know what I mean? He got to fall off first. You know what I mean? So like, at the end of the day, it's just some real shit. Like, I feel like we can take care of our own. Like I said, if poor people could spend all this money, we damn sure can take our own. We don't need no handouts. We don't need none of that, bro. You know what I mean? It's been done so many times and been exterminated. You see the schools suffering. There's no real reason for them schools to be suffering. There's no real reason. Like I said, you can look at a Harvard and look at a HBCU and be like, damn, what's the difference? The difference is this Harvard school getting a lot of students, spending a lot of fucking money. They getting motherfucking tax breaks. They getting all that shit. The HBCU ain't getting all that. Even though they getting all them contributions and everything, then you got motherfuckers stealing money from there. And they ain't getting probed. You know why they ain't getting probed for it? Because that's how they want to see it look.
Because it's expected.
That's what they want. They don't want a prestigious school to be better than anything else. See what I'm saying? That's not what they want, bro. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, like we talk handouts. Okay, give money to St. Louis, Kansas City, Detroit, Baltimore, all these not the schools, and fix the streets. Nope, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
I have a question. Let's put on the tinfoil hat for a second.
Pay yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that these people that look like us, that sit on these boards, are really pocketing this money?
Well, I would say this: them and someone else. Because, like I said, they can't just take it. It has to be funneled through somewhere else. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's you can't leave a paper trail. It got to be, I'm gonna pay such to do something. You know what I mean? So them and whoever they use, or they their own company, whoever. I'm telling you that I don't see a real reason for it. I just really don't. And so the money is going some fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's going some fucking way. You know what I mean? And other schools don't have them problems. But the other schools we be talking about be what? And it's sad to say it like that because it sounds like a bunch of racism and shit. But I mean, when you look at it, that's just what it is.
Can you really blame racism when we do it to ourselves?
Well, the schools ain't. Well, the thing is, it's not necessarily that. Like I said, if they want to step in, they step in everything else, right? If they want to step in and run, like say, motherfucking schools get audited. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stepping in. They probably did find it. They're like, shit, let them keep fucking up. So I mean, even if they are doing it to themselves, they're still supposed to be an outside entity to make sure the books is ran right?
That's true.
Because a lot of these students get government assistance, right?
Right.
But so you think they ain't never found nothing? I call bullshit if you do. I believe they have found things. Just ain't gonna say nothing. Why can't, okay, if a school is in doubt like them kids, they had nowhere to sleep. Why the government didn't come in and say, you know what, we got you? Do you think if that was Harvard, they would let Harvard suffer like that?
You would hear about the alumni chipping in and doing this and that.
They would have, man, Harvard would have put a phone call to the government so quick. We need help.
Now, I can say that Dartmouth had issues like this at one point in time. And the federal government did have to get involved.
There you go. You just said it.
Yeah.
You saying these kids got mold in their rooms and all of that. You can't live in that. You're not
No.
supposed to live in that.
No.
You know what I mean? So like Deontay had to buy water for his football team because the water was bad. Shouldn't be having to live like that, bro.
Mm-mm.
Should have to live like that. But like I said, if there was another school that had stepped in, they'd have been like, this need to be fixed, and we found money that's missing. We need to know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Before we can give you anything. Or this, that, and the third. Oh, all y'all pipes burst? We got you. We gonna step in. Just pay us back on the back end. We got you. HBCU ain't getting that same privilege. And that's just being real, bro. Because this should never always. It's always HBCUs. HBCUs needing help. Always.
See,
And I keep saying Harvard, but not even the small white schools don't go through this.
No. It's just for me. I have to stop looking at what's going on and start asking why. The why is important for me. Like why?
It's a combination of everything. Like we all pick sectors like it's us, we doing it to ourselves, racism, people stealing, but it's a combination of them all.
What?
You know? It's just a combination of them all. It's not just one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean that's just
That's the world we live in, bro. That's the world we live in, bro. Like you here in Missouri, you can't say that our governor was not racist.
What I can say about Mike Parsons, he's an equal opportunity motherfucker. Because he's been executing motherfuckers left.
He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit. He don't care. I'm telling you. And for the stuff he know that goes down here, he don't care.
He does not.
I feel the same way. So I mean, like, you know, this is the world we live in, and the only way to solve this issue, to cut them off and take care of ourselves. And cutting them off ain't no all in one thing. It's just saying that I'm not supporting this store when I can go to this store. I am not finna give you $80 for a pair of jeans when I can go spend $50 on these pair of jeans that's made by us. I'm gonna popularize what we want. You don't see, and this is not picking people because I love my white people, but at the same time, you don't see them running to
trend,
city trends or things like that. They go into their stores like Hollister.
Hey man,
they're going. Hey, right? You like Hollister though, but technically, should you be buying Hollister or should you be buying something to that equivalent by a black? You get what I'm saying?
You're right.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, we're running to their shit, but they're not running to our shit. They're running to their own shit. So like, and there's nothing wrong. And to say that, there's nothing wrong with that because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You go to an Asian community, where they shop?
Strictly with them.
Strictly with them, so much that your state will allow them to damn near own the whole street to put their markets on just so the state can get taxes off of it. Because they know they're not going to go shop in American stores. You know that?
Yeah. See, now, when it comes to black-owned businesses and black-owned, things like that, I don't have a problem with it. I would prefer to shop there. I really would. I swear I would. Is, for me at least, well, I used to have this problem. I'm probably not going to have it now. I could never find anything that fit me. And I'm not into a lot of the trends that a lot of the younger dudes are into. Mm-hmm. I'm just 35. I have no business dressing like I'm 25. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to be into the bright, loud ass colors with motherfuckers smoking blunts on the t-shirts. That was me in high school, bruh.
Right.
I shouldn't be
right,
dressing
right.
like that as a grown man.
There's stores online though.
And that's always
that-
my issue when it comes to
There's stores online
it is.
that's black on. All you do is type black on online store. They got nice clothes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it's all about what you like. Like you said, like me, I'm not into that neither. I mean, I do like my tees though, like my Pablo tee and shit. You know what I'm
my
saying?
graphic tees, that's fine.
You know, but like at the end of the day, you know, there's stuff out there. You know what I mean? Like, but we need to understand that as much as we support them, we need to support our own and quit looking at each other like, oh, this, that, and the third. And also, when you give your fellow person some money, don't count his pockets.
No.
If I pay you I can't stand when somebody pay me for a service and you trying to count my pockets afterwards. Like, don't do that. Don't, wow, why I gotta give you $20, man? You probably ain't gonna do nothing. But do you say that when you go to Walmart? Do you say, you know what I'm saying? When you go to Foot Locker, do you haggle when you go all these other establishments? Don't haggle me then. You get what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that. And that's something we have to work on as well. So, but support is a main thing. Like I said, I admire everybody else. We got Spanish shops here now. The Asian community got their own grocery stores now. I'm talking about clothing stores, all that stuff. The Spanish community got soccer stores. They got all this stuff. And guess who all working in them? Spanish people. All the people in the Asian community. Guess who working in them? All they stuff. Asian people. We just tourists when we walk down these streets. And I grew up here my whole life. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
But I walk in the black neighborhood, the Asians, the Arabs, the Indians, they all own everything in this motherfucker. We just live in it. And nobody sees nothing wrong with that, but you talk bad about the little dude who's selling candy boys on the corner. Trying to make an honest living. He got a dream.
Yeah.
Then you got to ask yourself, when he do make it and then don't want to fuck with his own people, you wonder why.
Now
he's a product of what we created, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to generally go to people who fuck with you, right?
Right.
So who's actually doing that? We're doing it to ourselves.
True.
And like I begged the question a long time ago we was on the show about these stars. They always have white women. These stars going to NFL basketball, right? Well, you sent them to a white school.
Not only that, and see,
I'm being real with you. 9 times you go to a white school, majority of the girls gonna be there as what?
White. That's true, but also something that happens to a lot of our young men. They get labeled as corny.
Well, that's cool.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. But that right there, like I said, that goes back to why I say confidence.
Yeah. You said, you're gonna go with the people who fuck with you.
Right. But my thing, if you got confidence, that would have been it would have swept off my back. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have been corny for calling me that. I'd have been like, what? You got me fucked up.
That's confidence to go. That still takes confidence to go where people fuck with you. Ain't no point in being someplace where nobody fucks with you.
Well, everybody not gonna call you corny, but I mean, like if a guy called you corny, be like, you the cornball, what you worry about me for? Like, but I do agree with the point of that you're trying to make, that we tend to push our youth out. That's the whole point. Like we do that. Like I said, the little dude selling water, little dude selling candy bars.
I get talked about so bad, bro.
You know, but that's all right,
bro.
That group ain't for you.
I'm telling you, it's not. It's not. I get talked. I still do get talked about so bad for enunciating my words.
Well, that's fine. That's the thing. That's fine. Because I was taught to get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. Everybody's not gonna like you. You know, I wasn't all I was a fighter in high school. So like I fought everybody. But I never hung out with the bullies. I never hung out with the popular crowd. But everybody knew me. You would have thought I was popular, but I wasn't like, I guess I didn't take it all in like, yeah, I'm the you know what I'm saying? I was just a regular old dude. I hung out with the nerds. I hung out with people who was different. I hung out with everybody, and mostly I was with the girls. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I was all over the place. But everywhere I went, somebody had something to say about Slick. But it didn't bother me. And I think that's what bothered them, that they knew they could talk, they could say this and the third, but nothing gets to me. I rock with who rocks with me. If you don't fuck with me, then stay the fuck away from me. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna, and that's the thing. Whether you talk proper, whether you like dressing emo, whether you like doing this, if that's who you truly are, stay true to your fucking self. And just if a motherfucker don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you. Fuck them. That's they loss. Because you know what? The minute you become famous, Polo, right? They gonna say, oh, I used to go to school with that dude. Oh, I remember him. Oh, he used to live down the street from me. Oh, now you want to recall me. You get what I'm saying? No, fuck all that. That be those folk. You get what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I don't waste time like that and breath on shit like that. I don't care if you don't like me. I wasn't put here for you in the first fucking place. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know, I come from a family that takes all of that shit out of you. Like I said, motherfucking guy, I got a cousin named CC. You see what I'm saying? I got Fat, Frog, all these things. You know why Frog nickname is Frog?
Voice?
No, he looked like a frog. You know why Fat name's Fat?
Fat?
Cause he fucking fat. Gigi, you wanna know why her name Gigi?
What?
Grand and Grab voice. She cockeyed it.
Yeah.
Cross like Grand and Grab voice, just like this.
Oh.
So when you grew up in a household like that, what can anybody say about you that ain't already been said since birth?
Nothing.
Come on, bro.
See, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me because I still got bitches. I still got bitches.
But that's what it's supposed to be about, especially if you're a dude.
It didn't bother me in the least bit. It was just when I went through it and then seeing young men who I love seeing a young man, you know, in his early stages of becoming a man, well put together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, well articulate.
Very articulate, well put together, all that different type of shit. And then see these little hood boogers. And I said that. Sitting up talking about him like he ain't shit. Saying he ain't special because he's going to school. He ain't no dope dealer though. See, that's the shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
But that's the part you
I
see. Okay, if you're not part of that world, bro, that's the shit you just don't worry about. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I read somewhere that a man's greatest weapon is his tongue, right? Because a well-spoken man, well-articulate man can cause two things. He can end the world and he can save the world. He can get his ass in trouble and he can talk his ass out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you on that. You should know how to speak. As you know, I'm trying to spruce up my shit. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you can't worry about what you don't like. I'm from the hood, okay? But it's shit that goes on in the hood I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And I stray away from it. So like, you know what I mean? Like I have little quirks about women who say too much. I can't. If you say in your first sentence 5 times, I'm done. That's just me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like Little shit like that, like you say, he ain't no drug dealer. He just push it to the side because there's better things out there for you, right? Because only you know what's best for you, and only you know what's better than. And that's the thing. Nobody knows what's better for you but you. You get what I'm saying? I can give you $400, right? And you to you $400 is just $400, and you probably toss that shit on the bed, and you see some Starbursts, be like, "Ooh, Starbursts, can I have those?" And you be the happiest motherfucker there is with some damn Starbursts. I'm like, I could have kept my $400, motherfucker. If you want some damn Starburst, but only you know what makes you happy, bro. It's not necessarily money. It's not necessarily people. That's what I'm saying. It all boils down to just the individual. And just trying to stay level headed. You know what I mean? That's it. Instead of trying to please everybody. You know what I mean? You got to build yourself up. I was taught, how you gonna have a girlfriend, you broke boy? You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, what? How you gonna take on a date? So you just what? Y'all gonna go Dutch first. Then after that, you gonna take somewhere nice. How you gonna do that? Like stuff was said to me to put me on game, like to elevate myself. And number one rule, you can't take care of nobody until you take care of yourself.
True.
Stuff like this ain't said no more, bro. Like real talk. Shit like this is the small things. It's not the big shit. Yeah, we know get older, get a job. We know you want job retire. That's the big shit. But what about all the little small stuff that builds character that's gonna help you along your path?
Yeah.
This is out the window now. So like to worry about somebody, man, like my dad said, man, he told me no. What you crying for? Man, I asked him something, he told me no. Okay, what you crying for? Now you know next time. Don't get that motherfucking shit. Like straight up, nope. Now when he asked, you tell his ass no, nope. Shit. That's why I learned how to say no. You gotta know how to say that. A lot. You gonna say, you should be saying no as a man, you should be saying no more than you saying yeah. If you saying yeah more than you saying no, you gonna be a broke motherfucker. You're gonna be shit out of luck. Because people that take advantage of that yeah. Because they only gonna come to you because they know you're gonna say what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me doctor. No. Why? I give you no reason about why I gotta give you a reason about what's mine. No, nigga. Shit. That's simple. You know what I mean? And they'll say that being an asshole. That's not being an asshole because you asked me about something that's mine. You see what I'm saying? And I tell you no, and you think you get to question me about something that's mine?
Nah.
The audacity of you. You done lost your boy. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's really the other way around. You're the asshole because you think you can ask me about something that's mine, that you're trying to obtain. Go about your business. You get what I'm saying? So, like, these are things we need to teach all young men. We need to learn not to stick together because that's a myth, but take care of each other. And take care of each other ain't necessarily handing each other money. It's just supporting each other. You get what I'm saying? If a man's about to open a black grocery store in your neighborhood and you don't even got to know him, spread the fucking word. That's free. That is free. Hey, y'all know we about to have a black grocery store. For real? Who opening? I don't know, but I can't wait. I'm going to check that shit out. How you think that shit get started, bro? There's no problem with that. And when I say them, I'm talking about every other nationality, bro. We beat, and then the cold part about it, Polo, 9 times out of 10, our neighborhoods are all black and brown.
Yeah.
So it ain't like everybody got moved to one spot. We already at one spot. I'm talking about when you go to a black city, it's black. You get what I'm saying? Versus going to California and Moreno Valley is mixed with every race. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So the opportunity is there. It's just we got to jump on it, bro. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like 913 has expressing his shit. Missouri is racist. Would you believe in my line of work, they do us dirty? They rather have black guys sell on what you say, consignment, and the white guys get paid right out. I could believe it, bro. But I mean, knowing that, it don't bother me. I just on everything, we gotta figure something out. On the black, that's dope. For real, I got a friend that owns a black. Yeah, comic book people call him Goofy. Or Goofy. On the other hand, if he opened the club, nigga, that's true. Truth is, people don't respect your work. You got to look. Okay, I could break that down two ways. You're completely right? But again, he has to find a crowd for that. You get what I'm saying? Let me give you a perfect example. Now, I'm a comic book geek, so Polo know that already. Y'all don't know I dib and dab and everything. If you can't tell right now, I can show you my room. You be like, God damn, this dude got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Say now this is something I do. I collect coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
That coin to you, if I pull out an all silver quarter, right? Or say a Buffalo nickel or a V nickel, right? You just see 5 cents. Right?
Oh no. It depends on the mental.
I know, but I'm saying a regular person.
Oh yeah.
That's not into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell that regular person that I collect coins, they'd be like, what? That's stupid. Right?
Right.
But if I get around the right people that are into what I'm into, now that 5 cents might be worth $500, $1,000.
Right.
Because the value is only the value. It only has value amongst the people who are into it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's with everything. Diamonds ain't worth everything to nobody. Gold ain't worth shit to somebody. But I don't give a fuck about that shit. It has no value to certain groups of people. Like for instance, I don't know if it'll let me do it. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on me real quick, Paulo. Look. There we go. All right, I'm gonna move my camera. You see all this shit? Look at this shit. All the way from all the way over there, bro, to there. We're gonna keep going. Look at all that whole wall. But I tell you this, to you, that ain't shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
To most people, man, he collect little ass toys, right? They even above my computer. Look. All that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that. They're everywhere. I got shit galore. Sneakers. I don't know if y'all saw it. All that in here. But if I go in the right circles, I got a whole collection right here. Check it out. I will zoom in. I don't know if y'all can see this. Right there. Trading places. Let me move this motherfucker over some. Right there. Trading places set. Right there. You see that? Eddie Murphy. That one. And it's Coming to America set. I paid $10 a piece for these motherfuckers right here. Just the Eddie Murphy set. All right?
Uh-huh.
I can't remember how many years ago that was. But this set alone is $3,000.
Oh shit.
See what I'm saying? So in the right circles, fam. I'm just saying. So a lot of people don't understand that, bro. They don't get it. From horror, I got it's behind this monitor. Damn, it ain't gonna let me show y'all that. But I got sets in these, man. It's crazy, bro. So I'm just saying. I got comics that's worth worth dough too. It's just that circle. And you right. I've been called, bro, I done had these tattoos before. Tattoos was cool. You understand me? The only time I got called, Slick turned into a white boy. Because when I came up, only white boy had sleeves. See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I can show you. I got old Kirby dots on my arm, bro. Ain't nobody doing that. That's how long ago this shit was. 90. You see him?
Yeah.
Real talk, bro. What am I doing that? Look how old my name is. It done fucking blended in. Old shit, bro. So I done been through it. And you turn to a goddamn white boy. Why your shirt so fit and slick? I'm tired of the long shirts.
Man.
So I'm just saying, bro. So he come back from California, shirt fit and shit. I done been through it, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be me, bro. You know what I mean? 100%. I'm gonna be me. You know, like my dad said, they gotta love you before they hate you. It's something about you that they like that they can't do. Or
Right.
they can't be. That's how you got a hater. That's why he gonna keep talking about you. Can't talk about a motherfucker if you ain't got nothing to talk about.
True.
So I mean, that's that for black folks. Everybody's not gonna like us. Everybody in your community not gonna like you. And I'm just talking about black people. Black people got to understand, even within our groups, our race, everybody in our race is not gonna like you. It's okay to be a geek. It's okay to be a nerd. It's okay to be a muscle-bound motherfucker if you're into that. It's okay to like guns. It's okay to, you know what I'm saying? But it's just
okay
you have to
be you.
Yeah, it's okay to be you. And you got to find that group of people that you can have a conversation with. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If you like comic books and you bust, oh man, that new Black Panther gonna be out February 1st. And a nigga be like, man, Slick, here you go with that damn comic book shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. We talking about goddamn me loving hip hop. Well, guess what? You need to go find some new friends. Go find a circle that you belong in. It's all about getting in where you fit in. You know, for me, I like business. I like business-minded people, and I want to find a circle where everybody better than me. And when I get good as them, guess what? I'm gonna find another circle that's better than me.
Hey, that's called progression.
There you go. So that's what it's about. You know, learn your ins and outs of things, all types of stuff. One thing about us, boy, we know what to do. We know what to do. Real talk. But we did turn this sideways, but it all dwelled off of Deontay. So I guess, you know, this was a cool conversation, man. But look for more conversations like this on GMT Podcast over there on Slick 50 TV, man. Real talk. Support the snippets that come out over there, please. All that great stuff, man. We've been on 2 hours. We're gonna shut it down. Just to get tidbit, man, we're going to talk about the Congo over there on GMT Podcast tomorrow. No, before we leave, Arthur Better Be. That's what I didn't get to, dang it. Better Be even Yard. I won't give my hard prediction. I'm going to tell you, I think somebody going to get knocked out. If Yard get past the 7 and last to the 12, I'm going to be shocked. Don't be shocked what Better Be does to him, because Yard likes to go backwards and forwards. You know, lateral movement. He likes to probe. But one thing Better Be is very good at is taking what you do and do it better. So you're going to see a lot. Yep. And you're going to see a lot of back and forth with them. But then when he find that hole, the side steps come. The weird angles going to come. Yard got big arms. He does hit hard. If he finds his mark, he probably could knock Better Be down. But the thing about Better Be, he been down before. So he know how to get back up. He done fought with a cracked head. I'm picking Better Be all the way, because I just think Better Be got the bigger heart. And Yard haven't been in a big fight like this. You get what I'm saying?
Better Be even 8.
I said 7. Hey. So at the end of the day, that's who I'm picking. I think it's going to be a great fight. I believe it's an early fight. I believe it's in the O2 Center, or it's in, I think it's in O2 Center. I'm not sure, but I know it's over there in the UK. I think it starts here at 2:00 on ESPN. So I will be up watching that tomorrow. We're up, meaning live. We will definitely be on that. But yeah, great fight, good fight. Beat that last fight. That last fight was like, ugh, I don't know. You gotta get that taste out. I don't know what that shit was, man. FA. But other than that, I am your boy Slick 50, man.
Polo.
We finna get up out of here. And like I said, we're gonna have a conversation in Congo. We're gonna have to talk. I'm up out of here, y'all. Y'all be easy.
Peace.
Deuces.